Hello everyone. Happy Tuesday. I hope everyone had a lovely Easter, or however you celebrate this time. I hope you had a lovely one. Thank you for your patience. I had some technical issues. Facebook wouldn't let me go live in landscape mode, so I had to shut down everything, reopen everything, and here I am. So happy Tuesday here in Australia, and welcome to my Facebook Live. My name is Woodbridge, and I am an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator here in Australia. I am about an hour's north of Sydney in New South Wales on the Central Coast. Lovely part of the world. Starting to get autumn. I'm actually a bit cool today. Lovely day out, beautiful sunshine, but I am a little cold. Hello Corinne, hello Amanda, welcome. So today I am mixing old and new. So I have grabbed out the Artistically inked stamp set. Now this is a stamp set that is carrying over into the new annual catalogue, which launches on the 2nd of May, but this will be available. It's available now, and it will be available into the new catalogue. Now, I have had a couple of color suggestions, and I'm about to grab another one out because it was a really good suggestion. So I am thinking of doing a bit of a sunset scene with some new colors, and no, they are all new colors. Sorry, I don't know if I'll use them all, but I'm thinking they will work in the sunset realm. Hello Miss Jody. So I have grabbed, this is my bundle. So I have Boho Blue, Lemon Lolly, which is one we can't read, Bubble Bath, Moody Mauve, Lost Lagoon, and Azure Afternoon. So I'm thinking Sky Sea. So that's what I'm thinking. Hey Kathleen, please make sure you say hi on your way in so I know you're here. While I'm looking at my phone, I can see you guys all joining, but once I go over and rely on my computer, I wish this would, there we go. The other one is muted. Hello, Miss Leslie. How are you? Right. All good. I can see comments. I can see myself. Not that I need to see myself, so we're all good. So I thought we'd just have a bit of stampy fun, and to create the horizon line, I have grabbed out some of our masking paper, and I happen to have a piece stuck to the back that I think will work perfectly. So unless anyone has any sunset kind of colors to add to this, I think this is the color palette that we're going to go with. All new colors, and I think I'll be using just a couple of stamps. So I'm thinking this one for the sky and the sea, and this one for the sun/moon. And I'll see what color I use for that one. Might be a misty moonlight or something like that. I don't know. So let's flip around. Please tell me you had a lovely weekend. If you did, I was live yesterday over on YouTube, and I swatched all my new blends. So if you want to see the colors of the new blends, which are often a little different to the ink colors, but they are very similar, because there's a dark and a light. They're not necessarily the exact color, but yeah, I had to play with those, and they are now partially organized, and I'm just waiting on I need 5 more trays, which is 1 pack of the Stampin' Blends Stampin' Storage. So I need 5 more, and then I can put everything away. Hey Peggy, how are you? So let's flip around and get moving with our card. I just need to move one cord which I always forget to move. Always forget. So, who has the Artistically inked stamp set? It's been around for a bit. Sorry, please tell me. Hey Ida, please tell me you can hear me, because I did just accidentally flip you guys off. Not flip off. I accidentally went out of Facebook. It depends. It's buildable, Corinne. So they come in sets of trays. I'll grab the catalogue and we will have a look. But they are buildable. You can build a tower. So at the moment, for my Stampin' Blend storage, I have it 15 high. Yes, we're not using the dies today, but I did use them not all that long ago. Okay, I'm going to turn off my overhead light and I'll be back. Now, I know on my Instagram, that's pretty well zoomed in. On my Instagram and on my YouTube, I do have some little videos about the Stampin' storage. And I do have my current catalogue right here. So I will answer that question for you, Corinne. I can only give you the Aussie prices, but they are exactly the same. So I've gone too far, and now I've just got to go back. So this is what it looks like. Look, if I didn't have my rails for my punches on the wall, I could go higher than what I am, but then it would block my lighting. So, you know, it's all in a bit of a curse. So the Stampin' Blends storage, they are sold in a set of 5. The ink pad storage is sold in a set of 5, so that's an ink pad with space for one of our Stampin' Right markers. And then you've got the open storage cubes, which I'm about to get rid of 1 or 2. I'm not sure what I'm doing, or I will change the use of them. And then you've got 2 styles of topper lids that go on top. You've got just a flat topper lid, and then this lady has put the mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine on it. Or you have the storage, which has a lip, and you can put re-inkers in there or anything you like in there. So yeah, I do recommend the toppers, some kind of topper for them, whether you get the plastic lid or well, that's all plastic, whether you get the flat lid or the storage lid. So they don't clip together, but gravity keeps them together. There are notches that you pop them together, and they don't easily come apart because you're not, or I don't recommend moving them around your desk. You sort of put them there and you leave them there. Did that answer your question, Corinne? I really hope it did. Oh, I'm so glad you've got this set, Margine. I've got it and I go back to it all the time, and it has amazing sentiments in here. I love that they're mixed font. So hopefully that was helpful. Now, I'm just going to push that out of the way. Suddenly I've got a dry throat, so I'm going to start by having a drink of water. Okay, now I want to grab, I don't know if I'm making more than one card today, we will see. I may not like what I make the first time. I actually have 3 pre-cut for card fronts, so I do believe I need to cut a few more. So we're going to start with 1. The other 2 I will put to the side. I do probably want a scrap piece of paper, despite the fact that my backer sheet here is quite dirty. So I do want to create a sky and a sea, so I'll probably want to go 2/3 at the top and then 1/3 at the bottom. And I do want to create a lovely crisp line. So this is a piece of masking paper that I have used on a previous project. Now, oh good, I'm glad, Corinne. But yeah, I don't store, sorry Corinne, I will come back to this in a sec, but I don't store my inks in them because before Stampin' Up bought out the storage, I already had storage for my inks. And I'm not sure that I probably do have the wall space for the inks, but yeah, I already had a solution, if that makes sense. So I am going to try and go there. I am going to I'm going to tack it down, and I'm going to see if I actually got this on straight. I mean, it'd be a miracle if I did, but I think it's a miracle, guys. I got that pretty close. Look, it's a little off, but no one will notice. No one will. Sorry for my curls in the shop there. Okay, so now we're going to be using this stamp quite a lot. Now, does this go across the whole card? This is the problem. It does not. So we are going to be doing some double stamping, so we will lose a little bit of the detail in this because I want to build up colour. So I have my eye block here, which is perfect to use. So that masking paper came from the Stampin' Up masking paper. They are in 5x7 sheets, and you get 12 in the pack. So 12 is going to last me ages because they are reusable. So this is what I'm thinking for our sky. Moody Mauve at the bottom, then Bubble Bath, then a little bit of Lemon Lolly, and then a little bit of Boho Blue at the top. So I'm also got out my my Stampin' Scrub because we're going to be using the same stamp multiple times. So I want to make sure that I have somewhere to clean because I don't want to be contaminating my ink pads. So I think I am going to have to stamp off because I know some of these ink pads are pretty juicy. This one's kind of borderline. So if I'm extra soft with my inking, so that's that. And then I'm kind of going to go, so I've flipped upside down, and then I'm going to go like that. So that looks pretty cool. And then I'm going to layer as we go up, because I could also stamp off and just fill in any of those white spots that I may have. Okay, just move this to the side while I pop some Stampin' Mist in my Stampin' Scrub, although it is slightly damp from last night when I was using it, or yesterday. You bought 8 packs and I have them in towers of 10, just the core colours. Yeah, and then you could have a 5th tower of 10 and put both in colour sets in there. Yeah, but you got to have a tower of 20 and then you've got less towers. It's definitely customizable, and if you don't own all the colors, you can put them however you would like. You can put them in rainbow order. Yes, everyone works a little bit differently, and that's awesome. I like that we work. Oh, look at that, clean as. Yeah, okay. So now I'm coming in with Bubble Bath. So we've gone from that really deep pink that we get in a sunset to a nice soft baby pink. Now, this is not as soft as Pink Pirouette, and that's okay. So we're definitely going to be doing, I do want to, this looks extra juicy, but doesn't look too bad. Okay, so I'm going to start upside down, and I'm definitely doing a whole lot of overlapping here. So you can see we're overlapping, and that actually works really, really nicely. Okay, I am just going to do this, stamp off, and just do this. Oh, that works really, really nice. Okay, bring this over so you can see. Then I've got my lemon lolly, and then my boho blue just at the top. How are we liking this? Do you think I'm headed in the right direction? Hoping I am. Actually, I should be closing my ink pads because we're going to tempt fate if I don't. Okay. But yeah, yeah, I love the storage. I would use the ink pad storage if I do have the ink pad storage set up. So if I'm thinking about a project, I'll stow some ink pads in. I think I've got a set of 10, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yes. So I did buy 2 sets to set it up. But yeah. Lemon lolly. Come on. Next. Hello, Miss Maria. How are you? Thank you for joining. So this is a real bright, well, it's bright, but it's not too bright a yellow. Okay, let's just do a test over here. That comes up beautifully. So I am going to overlap. That's really bright. That's really bright, but that's okay. And there, I thought I was overlapping a little more, but I'm not. So what I'm going to do here is just do a little bit more, a little bit further down. That harsh line is actually too harsh, but they're totally different colors, so it's really hard to stop that harsh line unless I flipped it over. Okay, we're going to leave that there. I'm going to ponder how I'm going to deal with that, or just leave it as is. Oh, your new favorite, Charmaine. Hello, how are you, miss? Okay, so now we've got our boho blue. And I'm definitely going to do a color clean off, otherwise we're going to get green. So all new colors today. So we've got Moody Mauve, Moody Mauve, Bubble Bath, and then Lemon Lolly. So this is on plain basic white cardstock with this stamp. So we get all different variations of this. Okay, so I'm thinking I'm using this Stamped Off because wow, that is a bit bright. Stamped Off is perfect. So I like how that really comes down into there. And just ink that end off and do our piece there, and just there we go. You can't tell that there was an edge there because I did that. So how do we think, is that reminiscent of a sky? Do I maybe need to do a bit of blending, ink blending? Oh, awesome. That's great. That is a good use of your Stampin' Start, Charmaine. Okay. Whoops. Do we need to do some ink blending, or I can come back to it? So this is our nice harsh line. So it doesn't look too harsh, but there is our line anyway, and I'm going to use the other end. I'm going to cover up everything we have done now. And I really don't know what I am going to put on top of this. It's a bit of a, because it's so bold, and I haven't really thought that far. I really don't want a white line either. Hold on. I'll deal with that ink pad in just a second. I don't think this piece is actually straight. No, that's why I'm having issues with it, because it's not straight. Okay. There we go. Yeah, that is right on. And if I do need to do any extra stamping, I can. So just make sure this line is nicely adhered. Beautiful. So what I thought, let me close. I could add boho blue into this one. What order shall we use? I'm thinking Lost Lagoon, boho blue, azure, afternoon, because this is going to be closest to the horizon, and then as we get further away the water gets bluer, if that makes sense. Sorry. Okay, I think I'm going to do that, but Lost Lagoon first. And taking any bright ideas for what we're going to add to this card, because I don't have any bright ideas. Okay, Lost Lagoon. Just let's do beautiful. Okay, so let me go this way. Lovely. Then flip this around and go this way. And I'm just going to do a bit. I think I'm just going to have to, it was sort of these ones that were getting me, but that is okay. You girls are very quiet today. Did everyone have a big weekend? Because this is technically the first day of the week, because yesterday was a public holiday. So I've already been and restocked the cupboards today. So there is food back in the house. Right, got this going boho blue. Hey Ingrid, how are you? Okay, so did I want to, I think I wanted to use this full strength. Nice. This looks like turbulent surf actually. There we go, love it. And then come in with Azure Afternoon. Oh, no thanks. I've already got one here that's sick. David has a cold. So yeah, no. You can keep your germs on the other side of your computer, thanks Charmaine. I mean, I love you and all, but just keep them your end and we'll all be good and we can chat. It's not good. I do hope. I'm glad you're good, Ingrid, and I'm interested to see where this ends up, because this is, I just saw something, you know, I saw something in passing and I don't even know if I'd be able to find it again, but yeah, I just saw something and went, ooh. Now I kind of want to do something a bit different. And go, oh, there we go. So we've got that nice bit of surf in the middle. And just because we've got a little bit of a gap there, I just put the stamp on an angle to try and fill that in. Ooh. I don't know if it's going to look anything like I think it's going to, but the reveal shall tell us. Okay, that is cleanish. I'm only going to say cleanish. Let's just, because it's a distinctive stamp, there are lots and lots of nooks and crannies. That's better. Just a little bit round and round, and that seems to work really well. So whilst these colours aren't meant to go together, I think they do, to create that different colour surf that you get. After being at the beach last weekend, it's so amazing how different colours you see in the surf. Okay, so I do have a little bit of a gap here, and I'm just thinking what I do with that. So this piece is still definitely usable, so I'm just going to stick it on the packaging. I do have Lost Lagoon in a blend. I'm just thinking what oh, please bless me. That looks actually not too bad, just to fill that in. Is it looking like what I thought it would? Actually, let me take this out of the way, because that's very messily messing with our brains. I don't know. Does it work? Am I just literally playing with colour? Because it's very busy for me. I normally do have a little bit of white space. I'm kind of looking at it going, I want to put vellum over it to tone it down. Okay, let me find said vellum. Now, what does that do? I have a decent sized scrap I can use. Whoop. My Whisper White scraps may not help me right now. Kind of don't have a decent size piece, but will this give me, actually, that kind of does what I wanted it to do, doesn't it? Kind of just knocks it back a little bit. What to do? It's the right width, it's just not the right height. So that is, so if I made that 8 centimeters or 7.5, that would work really well. Okay, scraps can go away. So you're liking it, guys. I'm open to suggestions where we go from here. I've chosen vellum, and that's as far as I've got. Well, that's better. I can just cut a bit of that. I'm going to start by cutting it at 8 and see how that works. Okay, I think I need to go down to 7.5. It's better to start wider and then know where you are going. So 0.5 centimetre off. Well, thank you for the hearts, everyone. That's lovely. Okay. I'm looking at my stamp sets that are carrying over. And I don't really... Ooh, do you know what may just work? I could stamp the Rays of Light in the lolly, the lemon lolly. I could stamp on that, and that would then see it more as a sunrise. That would make it then quite literal. Okay. So for those who haven't seen me use this, because I did use it in my latest class. Okay, I have my Stamparatus. I like to use my Stamparatus with this because I just find it works the best. Okay. And I need to take out this now. Unfortunately, the Stamparatus has sold out and will no longer be available from Stampin' Up. But you can definitely use any stamp positioner to do what I am doing. Okay, so I'm just kind of centering it really, and I'm going to need a bigger piece of painter's tape, so just bear with me. I share the painter's tape with the children so it doesn't live down my end. Okay, painter's tape. Right, and I literally just want this. Okay, and then I'm going to pick up this whole piece on the lid. Okay, now these things can go out of the way. I don't need that at the moment. You know, working on a postage stamp size piece, not really, but it feels like that. No, not the pink. The yellow is right under there. Okay, so I do this so then I have a bit more control with the inking, and I don't know, I just find it works better. Okay, now this is going to be really, really juicy and inky, but I don't necessarily, I need a bit more ink down here, but I don't necessarily want this piece to be like super bold in your face. I kind of just want it to be subtle, so I think I will be taking some of the ink off. And I love with vellum that you can see that ink transfer. So that is actually all inked, and I can see that as I take it off. That looks amazing. So I am just going to grab a baby wipe, just because there is a whole lot of ink everywhere. Now my baby wipes, I think I have to say goodbye to my container that I used for my babies when they were babies. Now they're almost fully fledged adults. One is, one isn't. Okay, so just get majority of it off, and then what I think I am going to do is pop in this scrap piece and stamp this off. So that gets off a whole lot of ink. This is a little more subtle. I do just want to, just so I don't get too much transfer here, is just do that. Okay, so I have this here. I am going to bring my heat tool over to just dry this, and we use our heat tool on the ink dry function. So I was doing some embossing yesterday, so that is actually right next to me here. But what I do want to do is just take this piece off. There we go. Just I pop that on my cupboard above me so I can reuse it. And the way to know if your ink is dry on your vellum is when it becomes not shiny anymore. I just want to see if I can show you this shine. It's just got a sheen. I have taken a whole lot of that ink off, and you can see the rays when we put it on there. So it's subtle, but you can see it. Okay, now my heat tool, which I can only just get on screen. Actually, what if I do it this way? Yes, I can get a little more. So I don't know, it's not quite on screen, but you've got setting 1, which is really, really quite low. And then you've got your embossing setting, which is setting 2. So I just want it to be on setting 1. And really just go over this. So any questions that you have, now is the time to ask, because I'm definitely going to be doing this for a few minutes. So if you've got any questions about new products, retiring products, because lots is retiring. I haven't checked the inventory status report yet today, so I will pop on and have a little looky-see at that and see what's gone. I think majority of the ink refills for the retiring inks have sold out, unless you want to buy a colour family, but I know the brights have already gone, so they have said a fond farewell. Okay, so ordering, inventory status report. So that actually is pretty much dry, because I took off a whole lot of that ink. So it's like inked off. So discontinued. So the Cheerful Basket stamp set is gone. The Elephant Parade stamp set has gone. Lots and lots of ink refills. Some blends have already gone. It helps if I don't shove my finger in the open ink pad. Helps a lot. Some ink pads have totally gone as well. Okay, what else? Shimmery white cardstock has gone. Basic pearls, elegant faceted gems, opal rounds. Lots of our ribbon has already sold out. As I said, the Stamparatus has, but I will still be using it because it's a great stamp positioning tool. The Marigold Moments stamp set has sold out. The Greatest Journey dies, and the beautiful Thistle Cling stamp set has already sold out. So be quick. If there's something you kept on saying, I need it, I need it, and I want it, grab it while you can. Okay, let me come back here and see if there were any burning questions, and there wasn't. So loving that. And I might even use Lemon Lolly as our card base, you know, because it will then maybe be reminiscent of sand. So, hello, Marlene, how are you? Okay, so I'm standing up and seeing people pop in. Who else? Beryl's popped in. Uti has dropped in. Kim, Christine. 2 Christines actually. So welcome, welcome one and all. Hello, Miss Glenda. So I haven't done my paper storage yet, but my papers are up in where they should be. So, but that is not going to be. I shall pop it in later. Okay. So you can see this is just nice, bright and beautiful. So I'm going to score at 10.5 on the longest end. So that is just in half. And then I am going to cut on the short end. We have a perfect portrait card with a side fold, which is, I like side folds on my cards. I think they just stand better when you give them to the recipient. I have no preference when I'm making them. It actually makes zero difference, but if the recipient wants to display them, I think, especially, I know I put mine on my blinds majority of the time, but a lot of people like putting them on a mantle or an entertainment unit, dining room table, something like that. And these just sit perfectly, especially when you've used the bone folder to get a nice crisp fold. Okay, so do you think I'm getting my point across now with a bit of a sunset, sunrise kind of thing? Now, sentiment. I think we're going to have to use something small because this piece of vellum is smaller. So I'm thinking these ones, actually the thanks isn't too long. The thanks might actually work quite nicely. So thanks might work, or the hello. I will be interested to know thanks or hello. And I'm thinking I actually want to stamp in our Moody Mauve, because that's Moody Mauve or in Lost Lagoon. So thanks or hello and Moody Mauve or Lost Lagoon. Actually, the hello could almost be the center. That would work nicely. I don't know if I'm actually getting comments at the moment. I'm just going to refresh my screen. I may have missed a whole heap of comments. I have missed a whole heap of comments. Moody Mauve, okay. Thanks, and Moody, oh, hello. Lost Lagoon. Everyone said Moody Mauve before you, Glenda. It's just the smallest. Although I could. This is becoming a new favourite because I am out of the hello. Would fit really nicely in the oval. And then I could put the oval as the middle. I may have to override you, Margine, on the thanks with the hello, because then it's not really going to affect too much. Can't lose my splatters, although this definitely, I don't think it needs splatters. I wish it'd stick though and stay upside down. Okay. Right. White cardstock, basic white in a scrap. Perfect. That already has a piece of Moody Mauve on it. And we can always change our mind. If the Moody Mauve doesn't work, I can definitely go over to the Lost Lagoon because it's only Stampin' paper. hello. Oh, no, I haven't done it the wrong way, but I'm going to clean it and I'm going to do both options and see which one we like. Because I should have cut them on strips because the punch is a double punch. Okay, just close this up. Open my Lost Lagoon, flip that over. Okay. And hello. Okay. Both are actually quite inky, but they are smoothing out as they dry. Okay, nice and clean, dry, ready to rock and roll. Close the ink pad. What else do we need? So we have that hello. Now, in on the other side and have this hello. Okay, there we go. So now we can play around with... Does everyone agree with the Lemon Lolly card base, or do I use white or a soft grey? Would a soft grey be like grey granite? Would that be... Thinking maybe grey granite might be a little bit less harsh. Just going to grab that and see what it looks like. Grey granite. I think I have a card base. No, they're card fronts. But I do have, it will turn this card into a top folding if we use it, but just want to get it for colour. We're doing a lot because I didn't have much pre-planned. I feel like I'm... Oh, that changes the look of it completely. I think I like that better. Now, what I could do is I could put this on a piece of white or another piece of vellum to just make this a little more visible. The ideas are now coming thick and fast. So let's just, let me just, so white option, white is always an option, but let's see. Yes, if we pop it on this second piece of vellum, it just pops that little bit more. You like the Lemon Lolly base, Delinda? Okay, I'm just looking and thinking. Yeah, because I lose, if I use the white, I lose all that stamping that we did. So I'm definitely partial to doubling this up. So doubling up vellum can just add that bit more opacity to the project without, so you can still see through it, but, well, sorry, did I hit you guys? We will soon find out. Yes, I did. Sorry, I dropped my thing. Okay, I'll work out how I'll adhere that in a second. And I'm thinking the Lost Lagoon might win. Okay, there's the Lost Lagoon. There's the Moody Mauve. I think the Lost Lagoon looks better with the Lemon Lolly. Okay, doesn't mean I can't use that other hollow on another project. Okay, so we will definitely need dimensionals for this bit. Grab them out. Any other suggestions? Because it's still, I feel like, very simple. I don't know quite what I'll use as an embellishment at this stage. Just trying to somewhat get it in the middle. I keep on going too far to the left. I think that works lovely. Going to use some Stampin' Seal. How are we going for time? Nearly an hour. Oh my god. This is going to be our only card today. I do need to use this background just as lining up. Yep, I do. That piece is just curling just a little bit. So I'm going to commit to the grey granite, but I understand, Linda, that you like the Lemon Lolly. I just think it was just a little too much in the whole colour stakes. Okay. Now, I could have put this on this colour and then on the Lemon Lolly as well, but, you know, we've committed now. But that would have worked well, or just used a tiny matte of the Lemon Lolly. I just like that it just like grounds it a bit more than what the Lemon Lolly did. Okay, making commitments. This is a wonderful, wonderful thing. I do have some new embellishments. We can see what will work. Let's see if I can grab them. I've got both packs in my hand. So these are all the new in colours. So we've got Pebble Path, Wild Wheat, Moody Mauve, Copper Clay, and Boho Blue. Or we have Copper Clay, Boho Blue, or Lemon Lolly. Thinking. Because that Boho Blue, there's more of it up here, but it kind of gets lost down here, which is fine. But kind of want to go the Wild Wheat because I think that'll look nice and give me some anchoring points for these. So these are the adhesive back solid gems. So I just don't think they will work. I'm thinking this iridescent one will just look beautiful. Oops. So these are very similar to the Hues Are Happiness ones that we have in the current catalogue that are retiring. Let me see. No, I really want my pick end. There we go. It was like it was suctioned on. So we've got the 3 different sizes, which I love. Love having 3 different sizes. Kind of want like 3 down here, and then I can have 2 up here. And then I'm hoping if I do use some glue dots that they may hopefully be hidden. Do we like those embellishments? I think they look fabulous, even though the colours aren't meant to work. But I think they pick up really, really well. Just let me put these back in. Great. Glue dots, I think, are going to be the way to go here. So I'll definitely put 2 under the embellishments just to secure that. And then I will see how everything is sitting, because I've been playing with vellum a little bit, and sometimes you just have to stick it down, see how it looks, and then add more. Okay, so putting one here, if it will go on for me. So that, okay, so I've kind of got a corner up there, but I do wonder if it will be shown through. And I've got one here. So they are my hidden ones. And then I can put ones on the back of there again. I do wonder if I hide one behind Array, whether that will work for me. Oh, you can see it. Damn. Not really what I was after. And I don't want to use like a bazillion things. Maybe it is just meant to pop up. Any bright ideas? Happy to take them. because I could use, actually I will just use this here, or whether we just have some floaty vellum, because that's the nature of vellum. So the sun rays do work absolutely perfectly. That is so not straight. So not straight. Okay. Just got one little anchoring point there. That's better. So much better. Oh, hello, Elfie. How are you? Oh, thank you, Elfie. I am just finishing up. So we've used some new and some carrying over today. So we've used Artistically inked to create the background. So I just kind of went for a sunset. I've put that on upside down. No one stopped me. No. Okay, rightio. Oops-a-days. Oops-a-days indeed. Whoops. I will put it back on a card base. But for the moment and the purposes of finishing this card, I'm going to flip it around. This is our sunset and this is our sea. And this is going to go the right way over the top. Cannot believe I didn't notice it. Okay, thank God these things didn't rip. It's straight. It's as straight as it's going to be. Okay, so we used Artistically inked to create our background, and our colours were Azure Afternoon, Boho Blue, Lost Lagoon, Moody Mauve, Bubble Bath, Lemon Lolly, and then I used Boho Blue again at the top. So they were our colours, and I used the Rays of Light set on the vellum with Stamped Off Lemon Lolly it ended up being, and then I used the double oval punch for our Hello Sentiment, which comes from Artistically Inked, and then we used our 2023-2025 in colour dots. The Wild Wheat went very well here, and that is what we have ended up in. Oh, who's travelling? Miss Cindy Nielsen, are you on your way home? Oh my God, 5 a.m. Well, safe travels to your mum. I hope she enjoys having you there and you enjoy seeing her, Cindy. So just a reminder, the stamp sets are available now and they are carrying over into the new catalogue, okay? These colours are available May 2nd. The punch is available and the embellishments are available May 2nd. If you are a demonstrator or would like to join as a demonstrator, you can pre-order these goodies right now and have them in your stash. Thank you, Laurie. I'm so glad you liked. Thank you so much for joining me on this bit of an adventure, girls. It's something a bit different, but we got there. And I think the sun rays, or the rays of light, really brought this card together with the vellum. It really hit you in the face that it was a sunrise. So thank you, thank you. I will be live on Thursday over on YouTube. Not sure what we're doing on Thursday, but I will find something amazing to do. So make sure you're subscribed and hit the bell over on YouTube, so then you will get notifications of when I go live. but it'll be Thursday, Australian Eastern Standard Time at 12 noon. So have an amazing couple of days. Any questions, please don't hesitate to ask, and I shall see you then. Bye.